Dave Scott Hub Media. Last month, cooking with Leigh from Simcoe Natural Foods. At the end of the show, she said we're going to make fudge this month. So I've been waiting all month for this. This is a big one. Fudge and me. And you're gonna make some healthy fudge. So I'm gonna actually see a fudge that I could enjoy, not feel too guilty about.
Not too
And
guilty.
actually,
Yep.
you told me off air this could actually help my brain. I'm sorry, you got to prove this to me because I don't think there's any help. Monica will tell that no, but I'm going to give you the opportunity now, Leigh.
Maybe it'll protect what you've got.
Oh, I'm done then. We're making a coconut oil fudge bar today.
Yes.
Take it away.
So a coconut oil fudge bar is low in sugar. It is high in healthy fats. So the kinds of fats in coconut oil include MCT oil, which is a medium chain triglyceride that your body can burn as energy very, very quickly. So this is a great snack to have before you maybe go to the gym or you're heading out for a hike or something. It's going to give you sustainable energy, and you're going to feel the effects pretty quickly as well because the MCT oil is absorbed through your small intestine right away, and it can be utilized as fuel for your brain and your muscles, just like glucose. So it's one of the only other alternatives to glucose that our brains can use readily right away.
I didn't know that. And now the example you used was going to the gym, but would there be a crash on this stuff, or is it just level back out pretty good?
It should be pretty sustainable for you because I'm adding nut butter for protein. I'm also putting nuts and seeds on top for that added boost of protein and fiber. So it's like a complete meal in itself as well. So yeah, it's going to be sustainable. You're not going to have that crash you would get with like a high sugar kind of snack or treat.
Cool. All right, let's get cooking. And this is the one thing I like about it too that you were telling me off air was that, just like you said, all the healthy benefits. And I didn't realize coconut oil can do so much, and that's what one of the things we're going to be cooking with today.
So coconut oil is usually solid at room temperature, so it is like a saturated fat, but it's a different type than what you would find in animals. And so it's a little bit healthier for your arteries. It's actually very moisturizing for your arteries and your skin, good for your heart, good for your gut. And it's brain protective. So they're actually doing a lot of studies and proving that it's helpful for preventing dementia and Alzheimer's and different neurological disorders, because we need a lot of fat for nerve conduction. And a lot of us are eating the wrong kinds of fat every day. So it's something a good thing to incorporate into your diet, even if you start out by making a treat with it, because it's not so palatable right off the spoon. So you can make it taste a lot better this way. Also it's antifungal and it's antibacterial. So it helps reduce levels of candida in your body as well. And it's a great moisturizer too. So you can use it topically in your hair and on your skin. And it has a natural SPF of between 5 and 9. So I know that's not a lot, but it still gives you a little bit of protection. And when you keep your skin moist, it's less likely to burn as well.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
How long does this take?
It's maybe from start to finish 10 to 15 minutes. You're going to melt all the ingredients together in a saucepan on the stove.
Okay.
Just like this.
So what do we got in there?
So I've got half a cup of coconut oil, organic coconut oil. I've got half a cup of tahini, which is actually a sesame seed paste. It's very nutty, very rich, and it adds a nice creaminess. But you can use any kind of nut butter you want. So you can use peanut butter, you can use almond butter. Sometimes I use a combination of peanut butter and tahini. So you can use half a cup of that. And then we've got half a cup of cocoa powder to make it fudgy and chocolatey. And then also I sweetened it with maple syrup. You use a 1/4 cup of maple syrup and a pinch of salt. And that's it.
That's it.
That's it. So it's super simple.
Is your sesame seed, does it act like your paste then? Does it hold
It
everything together?
helps, yeah, it helps to thicken it up.
Okay.
Yep. And so you do have to refrigerate it or keep it in the freezer, and that's what makes it solid. And then you just eat it directly out of the fridge or freezer. If you let it sit out, it's going to get a little bit melty, but that's the only drawback of it, I think.
And how long on the stove then do we stir
Um,
that constantly? Are we just
yep.
whisking?
Stir it constantly, melt it at medium heat. Don't boil it, so just till it's smooth. And
Okay.
I'm going to want to line a dish with some parchment paper so it
Yep.
doesn't stick to the bottom. I'm just using this glass like 8x6 dish so that I got thicker chunks of fudge, but you can use a 9x9 dish as well. And you just pour it in after you've done melting it and put it in the fridge for at least 2 hours, or you
Okay.
can throw it directly into the freezer. And when I put it into the dish, then I sprinkle things on top. So I put dried blueberries, pepitas, so you're getting more protein, zinc, lots of different minerals there. And I also added dried tart cherries.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of like one of those fruit and nut bars too. It tastes a lot like a chocolate fruit and nut bar.
Homemade.
Homemade. Yeah.
Yeah. And is it like well, you had me at blueberries, but I mean, the nice part is too, you can do what you like
Yeah,
on
exactly.
top of it. So anything that's healthy that way, you can add to the top, and you're like you said, you're filling out the menu on it. You're sort of
Yeah.
creating more positive stuff for your body.
Yeah, and it's easy for kids to help you make it, and they can sprinkle on whatever they like if coconut shreds or something as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. And then, well, and like you said, you just brought it up. It's a great snack for the kids, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, my
you're,
kids love it. Like
yeah,
they ask for it, and this is what it looks like after it's out of the fridge.
nice little sized bites
Yeah,
perfectly. Yeah.
little bite-sized bites there.
And it forms up really well. I'm surprised in
It
that.
does, and it
Like
melts
I wouldn't have thought
out.
that, but with the oils that you're using, right?
Yes. Yeah, it holds together really nicely, and it melts in your mouth in a really nice way too.
So it's a great snack. And then, like you
Yeah.
said, if you're in the car, you got to go somewhere, you can grab one. The kids
Yeah.
got something for the road.
You just have to keep it. If you brought it with you, you'd have to put it in a cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a simple thing. And then, how often, like, you've got so many good recipes. Your freezer must be full. I got to ask, like, you got, like, I think if I just popped over, there'd be something healthy in there for me all the time to eat.
Something in
Which,
there.
yeah.
It doesn't always last that long.
No, I was gonna say.
I like to
I-
share, so I usually take stuff to work or I share it with family and friends and stuff. So
Yeah, that's the other part where you work at Simcoe Natural Foods. Are all these products available at Simcoe Natural Foods?
yes, they are definitely.
And like you said, it's a very simple. I like the quickness. Like I didn't honestly, for some reason, I was thinking fudge is going to be like, it's going to take a while, right? But
Yeah.
once you've got everything out, you sort of measure it out, throw it in the saucepan, medium heat. Like you said, just constantly stirring it when it's smooth. You're basically done.
It melts. Everything melted together so fast. I would say maybe 2 minutes.
Oh man, yeah.
It's so
So
so easy. So no baking required, no
no,
whipping or whisking or anything like that. It's just super simple.
and then you throw it in the freezer, and well, like you said, you can add what you want to it. Throw it in the freezer, and away you go.
Yeah.
I love that one thing that you brought to the table on this one that I really appreciate is all the positive effects it can have. It can help you with your body, and I don't think we talk about that enough because, I got to be honest with you, I'm always leery about store bought and stuff anymore. Like it's just like
Yeah.
I don't know what this means. What's in there?
What is that? Yeah.
Yeah,
They
and
add flavor enhancers and preservatives and
different non-sugars that are sugars.
that
You
are
know what I mean? That I
sugars.
don't know how my body's going to react to. Right?
Or even a lot of the sugar alcohols that are available now, like erythritol, those things, even though we don't actually digest them and they don't increase our blood sugar, they can be very irritating to your gut. So a lot of people will get bloating, they'll get gassy, they'll just feel uncomfortable and they don't know why. And it's that trend of eating keto or sugar free has led to a lot of these sugar alcohols, and not everyone can really tolerate them. I mean, you can get diarrhea from them.
And
So I really just like to use
yeah,
simple like maple syrup. As long as it's real maple syrup, you know, you can get local maple syrup. It's so high in minerals. It's got all your electrolytes in it. I mean, just a little bit is probably better than some artificial sweetener, right?
And the other part I like about you guys is on the back, on the labels, that the stuff you pick up from Simcoe Natural Foods, you can read it all. You know,
Yeah,
you have it.
know what
You're
it
like,
is.
oh, and if not, one of you guys are always available to answer questions, but that makes shopping easier.
Yes.
And I'd rather have a cupboard full of ingredients that I can use to make something that I'm going to enjoy and I know what's in it. And I think society's getting more and more that way.
I think so too. And we're all really busy, so we're looking for simple stuff as well. So
Well,
that's kind of what I'm trying to do, is offer easy, quick things. And I like treats, so I tend to focus on that.
and there's nothing wrong with treats.
No,
Done in moderation. That's what I
exactly.
always say.
Yep.
Uh, this is really good. I mean, I think you should make up like a whole big platter and take them to work. I really do. And then when the folks come in, they can try out your fudge, your coconut oil fudge bars.
That's a good idea.
Anything else to add today? I mean, what great show. I love that we're making something that's, fudge just sounds good, and we're making it so that it is healthy and good.
It is healthy and good. Yeah, I mean, I would say always try to get organic ingredients if you can. And the cocoa powders and the cacao powders, you can look for fair trade, sustainable cocoa as well, because that's getting more hard to come by as well, because everybody likes chocolate, right? And you want to know that it comes from a sustainable source and that people were treated ethically as well when they were growing it and manufacturing it. So
And the other benefit is eating healthy just for your body's sake.
oh yeah, definitely.
It's something we all need to do more of, and this is a way to have a nice little treat and keep it on the healthy side.
Exactly.
Thanks for doing this, Leigh. Thanks for doing this today, Leigh. I always enjoy these shows, and I always like that I get to learn something new to maybe try and cook. And unfortunately, you're there with the fudge. Don't eat it all. See, I set you up. That's why I said take it to work. I didn't want you.
Yeah.
I don't want you just enjoying it. You got to share it around.
You'll have to stop by and get some.
That's right. I'm going to have to. All right. You take care. We'll talk next. Oh, any idea what we're cooking next month?
I might change it up and do some like natural skincare or hair care products that I make. Yeah.
Oh, do you? I didn't know that.
Yeah, like I make a flaxseed hair gel and like a butter for your skin, like a moisturizing shea butter.
Sure. Let's talk about that. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.